Listening test instructions. The listening test is about 50 minutes. There are 6 parts in listening test. You will have about 6 minutes to listen to each passage and answer the questions. The passage will be played once.
Hey, you look concerned. What's on your mind?
The final exam. I'm not fully prepared yet.
Well, don't worry too much. You still have 3 days.
Yeah, but 3 days will fly past in a wink.
Well, you still have time to cram things in your brain anyway.
Question 1. Why is the man looked worried?
You will hear a conversation in 3 sections. You will hear each section only once. After each section, you will hear 2 or 3 questions. You will hear the questions only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Good evening. I've heard wonderful things about Kana's restaurant. What do you recommend for an appetizer?
Good evening, and thank you for choosing Canis. Our menu changes seasonally, but I can recommend our popular dish, the Arctic char ceviche. It's fresh and flavorful, with a hint of Canadian wilderness in every bite.
That sounds intriguing. I'll go with the Arctic char ceviche, please. And for the main course, what's your signature Canadian dish?
Certainly. Our signature dish is the boreal forest venison, served with a blueberry reduction and root vegetable medley. It's a true taste of Canada's wild side.
Sounds delicious. I'll have the boreal forest venison. Can you suggest a Canadian wine to pair with it?
Of course. Our Canadian wine selection includes a beautiful Pinot Noir from the Niagara region that pairs exceptionally well with the venison. Would you like to try that?
Perfect. I'll have the Pinot Noir. Thank you for your recommendations.
You're welcome. Enjoy your meal, and if you have any questions or need anything else, please don't hesitate to ask.
What exactly is the Canis restaurant known for when it comes to Canadian cuisine? What is the server's response to the customer's wine choice? The description of the Arctic char ceviche is mentioned in what way?
You will hear the second section of the conversation shortly.
Thank you. By the way, what's the ambience like here at Canis?
Our ambiance is a blend of modern sophistication and a touch of rustic charm, designed to reflect the Canadian wilderness. You'll find warm wood accents, dimmed lighting, and cozy seating to create a relaxed yet elegant atmosphere.
That sounds lovely. I appreciate the attention to detail. And what about dessert? Any Canadian specialties?
Absolutely. One of our must-try desserts is the maple pecan butter tart, drizzled with Quebec maple syrup and served with a scoop of locally sourced vanilla bean ice cream.
Oh, that's a must-have. I'll end my meal with the maple pecan butter tart.
Excellent choice. I'll place your order and make sure your dining experience is memorable. If you need anything else or have dietary preferences, please let me know.
Thank you so much for your help and hospitality. I'm looking forward to this Canadian culinary adventure.
You're very welcome. We aim to make your evening special. Enjoy your time at Canis, and don't hesitate to call if you need assistance.
What is the customer looking forward to? What dessert ingredient is not mentioned in the conversation? What aspect of the restaurant's ambiance is emphasized in the conversation?
You will hear the third section of the conversation shortly.
I appreciate your attentive service. Can you also tell me a bit about the chef's inspiration behind Canis Restaurant?
Certainly. Our chef, inspired by the diverse Canadian landscape, crafts dishes that pay homage to the country's rich culinary heritage. Each plate is a culinary journey through Canada's forests, coastlines, and farmlands, using seasonal and locally sourced ingredients.
That's wonderful to hear. Supporting local producers is important. It adds to the authenticity of the experience.
We couldn't agree more. It's part of our commitment to sustainability and showcasing the best that Canada has to offer.
I love that philosophy. It makes dining here even more special. Can you also recommend some Canadian cocktails to start with?
Certainly. How about starting with a classic Canadian cocktail like the Caesar, made with vodka, clamato juice, and a blend of spices? Or if you prefer something sweeter, our Maple Old Fashioned is a delightful choice with a Canadian twist.
The Maple Old Fashioned sounds intriguing. I'll go with that. Thanks again for your guidance.
You're welcome. Your Maple Old Fashioned will be on its way. Enjoy your drink, and if you have any more questions or requests, feel free to ask.
What types of ingredients does the chef use for the dishes? How does the restaurant's ideology impress the customer?
You will hear a conversation followed by 5 questions. Listen to each question. You will hear the question only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Hey Alice, mind if I join you?
Of course, Dylan. Grab a seat. How's your day going so far?
Thanks. Well, you know, the usual grind of classes and assignments, but I can't complain. How about you?
I feel you on the assignments. My day's been pretty hectic too, but I managed to finish that biology lab report finally. So, small victories, right?
Nice one. Lab report was a killer. Small victories are the best indeed. Any plans for the weekend?
Not much, actually. I need to catch up on some reading for my literature class and maybe hit the gym. What about you?
I've got a group project meeting on Saturday, but other than that, I'm hoping to catch a movie or something. Any recommendations?
Have you seen The Mind's Eye yet? It's a mind-bending thriller that just came out. I heard good things about it.
No, I haven't seen it, but it sounds intriguing. Let's go together on Sunday if you're up for it.
That sounds like a plan. Sunday it is. By the way, did you hear about the upcoming student art exhibition at the campus gallery?
Yeah, I saw the poster. Are you thinking of going?
Absolutely. I'm always amazed by the talent our fellow students have. Plus, it's a great opportunity to support our friends who are exhibiting their work.
Totally agree. It's inspiring to see what our peers are creating. And speaking of art, I heard there's a new art history exhibit at the museum downtown. Would you be interested in checking it out sometime?
Definitely, I love exploring museums. Let's plan a day for that tattoo. Maybe next weekend?
Sounds like a plan. Next weekend it is. So, movies on Sunday and art at the museum the following weekend. We've got our social calendar all set.
Haha, indeed. It's always great to have something to look forward to. Anyway, I should probably get back to studying. Thanks for the company, Dylan.
No problem, Alice. Enjoy your study session, and I'll see you on Sunday for the movie.
Can't wait. Have a great day, Dylan.
How does Alice feel about finishing her biology lab report? What are Dylan's weekend plans? What do they agree is inspiring about the campus art exhibition? What is the main reason for their plan to visit the museum? What do they agree on at the end of the conversation?
You will hear a conversation followed by 6 questions. Listen to each question. You will hear the question only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Good afternoon. How can I assist you today?
Hi there. I'm in need of a new refrigerator. Mine just broke down, and I need something reliable and energy efficient.
Of course, we have a great selection of refrigerators right here. Are you looking for a specific size or style?
I'd prefer a medium-sized one with a bottom freezer. Stainless steel would be nice to match my kitchen decor.
Excellent choice. We have a few options in that category. Let me show you our Energy Star rated models. They're known for their efficiency and cost savings.
That sounds perfect. I'm also concerned about the noise level. My old fridge was so loud.
I completely understand. These models have improved insulation and quieter compressors. It should be much quieter compared to older models. Let me check the decibel rating for you.
Thank you. Also, I'd like a fridge with adjustable shelves and ample storage space. I like to meal prep, so organization is essential.
Certainly, these refrigerators come with adjustable shelves and customizable compartments for your convenience. Plus, they have spacious door bins for your condiments and drinks.
That's great to hear. I'm also interested in a water and ice dispenser. Does any of them have that feature?
Yes, most of these models have an integrated water and ice dispenser. They're filtered, so you'll have clean, fresh water and ice at your fingertips.
Perfect. Do any of these come with a warranty?
Absolutely. They all come with a manufacturer's warranty. We also offer extended warranties for additional peace of mind.
Great. I think I found the one I like. Can you tell me the price and if you have any financing options available?
Certainly. Let me check the pricing for you, and we do offer financing options to make it more affordable for you.
Which feature of the refrigerators does the salesman mention first? Which of the following is not a feature the woman customer is interested in? What is the primary concern of the woman customer regarding her refrigerator? What is the woman customer's preferred style of refrigerator? How is the water from the dispenser described? What does the salesman mention about the warranty?
You will hear a news item once. It is about 1.5 minutes long. Then 5 questions will appear. Choose the best way to complete each statement from the drop-down menu.
In a shocking turn of events, Canada is reeling from the aftermath of a devastating rail disaster that unfolded yesterday, leaving a trail of destruction and sorrow in its wake. The incident occurred near Jasper National Park in Alberta, marking one of the darkest days in Canadian rail history. The ill-fated train, operated by a prominent Canadian railway company, was en route from Vancouver to Edmonton, carrying hundreds of passengers and cargo. Eyewitnesses reported a series of harrowing events leading to the disaster. Preliminary reports suggest that a catastrophic brake failure led to the train losing control while navigating a steep and winding section of track. As the train careened off the rails, it collided with a nearby bridge, causing a catastrophic derailment and fire. The inferno that followed engulfed several train cars, making it difficult for first responders to reach the scene. Tragically, the incident has resulted in a significant loss of life and injuries. Officials have confirmed that at least 25 people have lost their lives, with dozens more injured and many still unaccounted for. The search and rescue operations are ongoing, and it is feared that the death toll may rise as the recovery effort continues. Canadian authorities, including the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, have launched a full-scale investigation into the incident. They are collaborating closely with the railway company to determine the exact cause of the brake failure and the subsequent derailment. The disaster has had a ripple effect on rail travel throughout the region. Several train services have been temporarily suspended, causing disruptions to both passenger and freight transportation. Local communities are providing shelter and support to survivors, and relief efforts are underway to help those affected by this catastrophe.
You will listen to a 2 minutes video. Then 8 questions appear. Choose the best way to answer each question.
In Health Watch, springtime is here. Get ready for allergies. Reports show more than 60 million people in the U.S. suffer from seasonal allergies. Here with ways to ease the frustrations of runny noses, itchy eyes, Assistant Professor and Allergist at UT Health, Dat Tran. Good morning to you, Doctor. Well, first, I want you to tell us how the pollen counts this year really compare to those of past years. Are we seeing higher counts?
Yes, we are. So it's almost double the amount than last year, and the highest being oak trees. And I think the reason is this year there's more rain. So with more rain, more blossom, and then more pollination.
What are some of the other factors that can make allergies even worse?
Right. So a lot of people with allergy get worse, especially when the pollution is high, when they're around people who smokes. All those other factors they don't realize, but it makes it worse for them.
Okay, so how do you know if you're suffering from allergies or if it's just the common cold?
Right. That's a great question, because a lot of people will say this is allergy. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's because they have a cold, because when you have a cold, you have the same kind of symptoms: sneezing, runny nose, coughing. Sometimes you have low-grade fever. Well, allergy, you have low-grade fever. That's what they call hay fever. So one way you can tell is you take an over-the-counter allergy medicine and you will have great relief when you have allergy, but not with a viral infection.
Okay, good advice there. Let's talk about what we can do to ease those symptoms. Are there over-the-counter nasal sprays and other sorts of medications that really will help, especially when the counts are this high?
Right. So the first best thing to do is to take a simpler medicine, and if that doesn't work, then you can step up. So the simpler medicine are like these antihistamines, Zyrtec, Claritin, Allegra, and then that should most of the time should relieve your runny nose, sneezing, itchiness. And when you have a lot more stuffiness, then you can jump onto these now over-the-counter nasal steroids. So these Flonase, these nasal cord, they go in there and they suppress your immune system. So you gotta be careful. Just because they're over-the-counter doesn't mean they have no side effect. These are steroids. They will suppress your immune system, and when you're not used appropriately or for a long time, they can make you have increased side effect or even more infections.
So start small and then build up to see what you're suffering from exactly. When should you see the doctor about some more serious allergy treatments like shots, for example?
Great question. So sometimes people take the over-the-counter medicine and they have good relief, but then they have the side effect. I take Claritin, I take Zyrtec, but I'm very groggy, and that's going to be dangerous on the road, dangerous on certain work environment, that you affects your alertness. And so when you have a lot of side effect or even no relief, you should go see an allergist, because maybe you don't have allergy, maybe you have something else, or maybe there's better medicine like shots that can help you.
And then finally, just some basic advice for people to keep the allergies out of their home. I mean, take a shower often, I guess, to get it off your clothes, right?
Well, unfortunately, with tree pollens, unless you go to Mars or something, you're going to be suffer with them. And some countries, some people, they wear a mask, and that will help. That's if they don't want to deal with medication. Having air filters in your home, changing every 3 months, great, but you know, sometimes the pollen count is so high and you're going to have to depend on medication. These nasal washes, saline washes, are very helpful too. They're non-medicated and they help wash away all the pollution and all the pollens.
Very good advice, Doctor. Thanks so much for coming in. I know you've helped a lot of people this morning as we all are sneezing and rubbing our eyes. We appreciate it. Lindsay.
You will hear a report once. It is about 3 minutes long. Then 6 questions will appear. Choose the best way to answer each question from the drop-down menu.
The role of teachers and laboratories in science teaching is paramount in fostering a deep understanding of scientific concepts and nurturing a sense of curiosity and inquiry in students. This partnership between educators and well-equipped laboratories creates a dynamic learning environment that facilitates hands-on experiences and critical thinking. Firstly, teachers play a pivotal role in science education. They serve as guides, mentors, and facilitators of learning. Teachers not only impart knowledge, but also inspire students to explore and question the world around them. Effective science educators employ teaching strategies to cater to diverse learning styles and abilities. They encourage active participation, engage in discussions, and provide explanations that are accessible and relatable. Furthermore, teachers serve as role models, instilling in students the importance of ethics, scientific integrity, and a passion for lifelong learning. Laboratories, on the other hand, provide a tangible platform for students to apply theoretical knowledge in a practical context. Hands-on experiments and investigations allow students to see the real-world implications of scientific concepts. Laboratories provide an opportunity for students to develop essential skills such as observation, data collection, analysis, and problem solving. They encourage teamwork, collaboration, and communication as students work together to achieve common goals. Moreover, laboratories foster a sense of wonder and curiosity as students witness firsthand the outcomes of their experiments, sparking an enthusiasm for science. The synergy between teachers and laboratories is crucial in science education. Teachers guide students through laboratory activities, ensuring safety, providing context, and helping them make connections between theory and practice. They also assess students' understanding and offer feedback for improvement. Laboratories, in turn, provide teachers with valuable insights into students' comprehension and areas that need reinforcement.